Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to That's Prolific Podcast. I'm your man Lou, and I speak my truth. In today's episode, I want to talk about the inside out perspective and lifestyle. So, you might be wondering, what is the inside out perspective? The inside out perspective is actually an approach of things in life in general that Stephen R. Covey talks about in his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I'm not advertising for him, but I just read this book and it actually felt amazing. And so the inside out perspective I was saying is an approach, and the concept is that basically everything starts with us, with how we answer to things. So that's the definition of the inside out perspective. Right now, I would like to go in what are the benefits of this perspective. The main benefit, I would say, is that we get to increase our circle of influence. So with this approach technique, the inside out perspective, we get to increase our circle of influence. And based on the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People book, our circle of influence is anything that is within our reach, anything that we can actually influence, impact, and change. That is the definition of our circle of influence. So right now you might be wondering, what am I going to do with this? And I would like to just give you a few examples of the things that you can impact. The first thing I would say will be our problem solving skills. Using this inside out perspective, we actually get, when we have an issue, to shift our focus on solutions rather than the problem itself, depending on how you used to think. But sometimes we have a problem and we are kind of stuck on the problem itself and not focusing enough on the solutions. So using the inside out perspective will actually help you to increase your circle of influence and find more answers, or find answers quickly. Another thing with this technique approach is that it will basically, if used correctly, like help you to change your mood quickly. Like anytime something negative comes your way, you'll build a certain mindset and a certain type of thinking, a certain way of being that will help you to change your mood quickly. Like you will realize that the stimulus is external, it's something coming from outside, but it's actually the response, the answer that you are giving to this stimulus that will dictate your mood. And so if there is something negative coming your way and you decide not to answer to that stimulus, and keep going, push past that, then you'll win. I think this inside out perspective helps us to better a lot of aspects of our lives, to be more successful, to impact more things inside of our lives. I think as well that it helps us to leave the negativity where it is, and actually reach a higher vibration and higher self. I think this inside out perspective is really something important that help us to achieve success, that help us to achieve happiness, really increase our circle of influence, be able to impact and change more things within our lives. I would like to insist on the fact that this approach, this perspective help us to take better decisions as well, because our decisions are no more dictated by the stimulus, by external elements, but truly by what's within ourselves and what we want, not what we live and go through. So we get to take a step back, or take a few steps back, lay back, and take better decisions. I would like to take 3 specific examples, to illustrate the inside out perspective. And the first example I would like to start with is jealousy. If we have an inside out perspective, it kind of cancels a good part of jealousy. Well, I would say the classic jealousy is kind of us looking outside, looking what people have, the way they appear to be, the way they look. Comparing ourselves in a sort of way might be unconsciously, but kind of compare ourselves to them. And with the inside out perspective, kind of help us to focus on what's inside and not what's outside, which leads me to talk about self-confidence, the second example. Self-confidence is really important in a lot of aspects of our lives. And when you look inside yourself, when you value yourself, you basically gain confidence. That's the first step. But if you go within yourself and you realize that I'm truly valuable, I might having some weaknesses, I might have some bad sides in my personality, in my character, and we all have. But by taking this perspective, you actually value yourself. You are not focused on what's outside, which leads me as well to the third example, which is fear. I think that I will not say self-centered, but by using the inside-out perspective, we can as well sometimes kind of cancel fears and better approach our fears, because we know that what we have inside is greater than the negative stimulus or the things that are creating fears inside of ourselves. I would say that the inside-out perspective helps as well in terms of jealousy, self-confidence, and fears, because you know that the source that you have inside of yourself is great and he is powerful. I would like to give you guys a feedback. I've been using this inside-out perspective that is actually not mine, but for 3 to 4 years, and it helped me impact a lot of things in my life. So I encourage you guys to try to go within yourself and try to do what they call the inner work. Go within yourself, go deep within yourself, try to analyze yourself, but not from the outside, but really from the inside perspective, and see how you can work things from the inside to the outside. For example, someone will tell you something negative, or someone will come at you and be aggressive. Then go within yourself for a moment and say, okay, am I going to be aggressive as well? And I think sometimes it's hard, and we respond aggressively as well to people that are aggressive to others. But for this very specific example, when we don't answer aggressively, kind of win, because the person is in the bad mood, or come toward us and is not nice. But if we answer to that person the same way they're addressing us, we are losing as well, because we're both on negative energies. I would say as well that the inside out perspective will help you, for example, to understand that, hey, I'm in a good mood, I'm having a good day, I'm not going to change my day because of that person. And realize that, hey, that person as well might have a bad day. It's not even personal. That's my personal experience on this inside out perspective that I really find really helpful. Thank you guys, that's all for today. I hope that it was helpful. I'm your man Lou, and I speak my truth. And remember, exploring our ideas is the fastest track to success.